cock, show me what you got. Ready or not, you can't stop it. This is how we rock it. And I can see you getting naughty, shaking your body. Welcome to the party with a nuts hang. It's just a rad thing.
And we're back with episode 43 of The Sounds of Struggle. I don't have morning wood this time. I'm also Chris Parrish.
I have never had morning wood. I need to get it checked out.
It kind of gets in the way.
No, it doesn't because I don't have morning wood.
No, you try to roll out of the bed and then you get stuck. It's like when your bike has the freaking kickstand still on it. And you try to go push it over, but it won't push over. That's how rolling out of bed with morning wood's like.
Except for it's worse because if you break the kickstand, then you have a broken dick.
Yeah, I've never actually ever have broken a kickstand.
Oh, well, you're just not living.
Well,
maybe that's why I can't get morning wood anymore.
Man, you got to take better care of your bikes.
Right? Take these training wheels off soon.
So, you know who also likes to ride bikes?
Lots of people.
Yes, but I'm thinking of a specific Czech Republican.
Dominic Hasek?
No. Jaromir Jagr likes to ride those bicycles at the gym because he always stays in shape. And good thing he did because he just signed a 1-year contract.
He's a flamer!
The mullet is going to Calgary.
At least we get to see him play a few times.
Like, this week.
Oh.
Because the Flames start their season in Edmonton. I mean, by the time that podcast comes out, the game were already played, so McDavid will go 5-0 against the Flames as captain of the Oilers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did they play 4 times last year? Or
Yeah.
Play more?
Divisional's only 4 times.
Oh, okay.
They changed from 6 to 4 because now every team plays one another once at home and once away. At least once.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Baseball's done for the regular season. Thank fucking God.
Who's in the playoffs?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think the Red Sox are. I think the Yankees might be.
Yeah, the Red Sox and the Yankees are.
I think
Houston is.
LA fucking Dodgers?
Dodgers made it like 3 months ago.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think for the NL side, it's Chicago, Dodgers.
The Cubs?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm in Chicago.
Well, they also have the White Sox.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying National League.
See, I don't know these things.
Yeah.
I assume that they're both in the same division.
No.
I don't know.
Because baseball makes sense, people.
Yes, apparently.
But then again, there's a New York team on each side, too. The Mets and the Yankees.
The Nets don't play baseball. They attempt it.
Oh, yeah. The Metropolitans of baseball. I really don't actually know.
Speaking of...
I mean, you can check on that mobile device you have.
Do we really want to know?
Oh, I don't care.
Yeah. Did you hear that Jeter now owns 4% of the Marlins?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I hope he changes their jerseys back to the black and teal.
Yeah.
Those actually look nice.
Those, yeah. He also is now the team's baseball and business operations manager.
And I heard that he already wants to get out like a good chunk of the people in charge of running the team.
Overhauling it. I like it. Another person that's a 0.5% owner in the team, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I heard that, actually.
That's interesting. Maybe he'll try to make another comeback into sports.
Yeah. Just like, a fellow wrestler, Chris Jericho, once tried to bring back America's Funniest Video.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you can pretty much do like a Tosh.0 kind of thing with YouTube stuff now.
Yeah, he actually, I think he did a radio interview, and he actually said that he did the whole spiel where he went in the studio, did the voiceovers, the sound bites, everything, did an episode, only for them to say 2 weeks later, yeah, we're going with another guy.
Well, that's shitty.
And I'm pretty sure it was Carlton Banks. So, good job, America's Funniest Video. You got somebody from TV 10 years ago that hasn't done much since.
Wait. So this will be the second time that Jericho and Alfonso Ribeiro cross paths. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, revert to, I believe, his second book?
Wasn't it not Dancing with the Stars?
No. Actually, he might have been on that too. This might be his third. I know it was that duets.
Celebrity Duets.
Yeah,
yes,
I
that's
believe
actually
it's the
what I
second
meant.
book. Yeah, it's the second book.
I love that one because Jericho got cut, and the judge was like, well, it's not like you're bad. I could definitely see you playing in front of thousands of people, or performing in front of thousands of people, while he's the lead singer of a rock band.
Who now are kicking ass.
Yeah. Judas has like 6 million downloads or more?
No,
It's like
well,
9?
I know the YouTube.
Yeah, the
has
YouTube
over
video.
10.
Oh, okay.
And their new song, Drinking with Jesus, is actually pretty good, too.
And that new album actually is a little bit of a right from the sounds of what we've heard so far.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't wait for that to come out. I have not read his new book yet, though. I do want to get that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I just haven't.
We could have bought it.
We could have, but I just didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no is a 4-letter word.
Yes. Quickly back to baseball. There was a Yankees fan who was kicked out recently because he was trying to pass signs to the batter. I mean, I guess it's not Apple Watches, but I mean, cool.
Was it Aaron Judge? And it's like, hey, I need you to get like a triple today.
No, I guess it was just some random fan passing along to all of the batters on the Yankees.
Is it like the middle finger and he was just saying fuck you to everyone?
Fastball, fuck you!
Just like 99% of the world says fuck you to the Yankees because, the Yankees.
I wouldn't say 99%. I bet you there's a lot of people that like them. I bet you 93% say fuck you.
There's a lot of bagging wagon.
Yeah.
A lot of people jump on the bagging. Or the wagon.
The bandwagon?
Yeah, that's
the
why.
wagon, the shaggin' wagon?
That's why I call it the bagging.
Yeah, they jump on the Yankee baggin' wagon. Shaggin' wagon.
Woo! Yeah.
You see Julio Jones' flare cleats?
That was Mohamed Sanu.
Well, the internet lied to me. And more specifically, sportsnet.ca?
I only say that because I saw the Twitter thing today.
Oh, okay.
And-
Point is, yeah, where I looked it up on the Sportsnet.
And you know the best part is? The funny part is, the irony of the whole thing, is this is coming out of Ric Flair just coming out of the hospital. Mohamed Sanu went into the hospital that game because he got hurt. And so did Julio Jones, actually.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
You know I know this? Because I own Matt Ryan in fantasy, and he shat the bed.
You mean like in the second half of the Super Bowl?
Oh, God. Well, at least he No, it was more the defense shat the bed for the Falcons.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the offense didn't really do well. I mean, but
yeah,
they
none of them did.
they fired the offensive coordinator.
Oh, well, there you go. So, by the way, your team apparently won?
Yeah, shutout.
Hooray!
Shutout City, bitches.
Who did the Texans play this week? Because they just curb stomped the
Tennessee.
They curb stomped the fuck out of them.
I know. As
7-14.
someone who has Houston's defense, I enjoyed that. By the way, this is recorded on a Monday. I actually played against a team who had both Todd Gurley and Ezekiel Elliott, who put up like 1 billion fucking points combined. I, in that same game, have Mr. Travis Kelce still to play tonight, and I'm only down by 0.4 points.
What happens if you lose?
And Kelsey's an asshat. All I need him to do is get 41 yards receiving, and I win.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
All he has to do, and he's like a top 5 tight end.
You know, I've never judged people's back ends, but good for him.
And he's a pretty funny guy. If you can see on Up, Up, Down, Down when he played against Seth Rollins on the Madden.
That's true, yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Eskimos are now 7-6 on a 6-game slide. My question is, do they make the playoffs? Because, I mean...
Yeah, it's a CFL, and the East suck. Even if they finish 4th, which I think they're in 4th right now, they could probably cross over.
Wow.
And they just traded for the running back from Hamilton.
Yes, I saw that.
For a couple negotiation list guys, because Hamilton's in a little bit of a salary crunch right now.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not good.
6 straight losses.
7 straight wins followed by 6 straight losses. Could be 7 next week. They could go 7-7.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, I guess.
Like, talk about 2 separate seasons rolled into one.
Pretty much. I mean, I think you're right. I think they do make the playoffs pretty much regardless.
First we want to be the undefeated Patriots, and the next we want to be the we can't win Detroit Lions.
Didn't Miami Dolphins also have that problem?
Yeah, but Detroit was the last one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Not sure. Shows what I know.
Yeah. By the way, Patriots 2-2.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. 2 home losses in the first 4 games. Tom Brady, suck a dick.
You know your entire division's in dire peril when the Bills are in front.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Oh, and by the way, my team's division, most wins in a division, so most competitive and best division in football right now, based on that theory. So
I think the Packers won on Thursday. I think.
Yeah, but they played the Bears.
Duh, Bears. Yes, they do.
I wonder if Mr. Seth Rollins had a bet with a Mr. Adam Pearce, because he also said Packer fans have no soul on an up, down, down episode when Pierce walked by.
That's probably why I said it.
Yeah, no Rollins. It's actually Bear fans have no hope because your team blows.
Hard and long, sloppy days.
When Jay Cutler became a better quarterback than Mike Glennon, there are some serious issues. Because Jay Cutler put up an amazing 0 points this past Sunday when he lost to my Saints, baby.
Baby. Yeah, really makes you wonder. Especially, the fact that he sucks forever.
I mean,
and someone wants him still. And it's like, what the fuck? That's all I have to say about
well,
that.
Jay Cutler only has a job in the NFL because Tannehill got hurt. Because he actually had a job as an analyst. And then he left that job.
An analysis?
Yeah.
Nice.
You should have kept talking about football because you sure ain't playing it very well, Jay.
Yeah, go cut letter yourself.
At least we're not Jay.
At least we're not Jay.
Yeah.
Very true. Did you hear? The juice is loose.
Like,
He officially got released on probation.
oh, you're talking OJ. I was thinking Juventud.
Oh. Yeah, him too, I guess. I guess he's still loose. Yeah, that's technically true. But no, the juice is officially loose from jail. We should give him a call.
Okay, what's the under and over of how many years it takes for him to go back?
I'll give you plus or minus 3 years.
I say, what was it? The next time WrestleMania is held in Florida, he'll be in jail.
3 or 4 years. Yeah, fair about that. Yeah, fair enough.
Or the next time SummerSlam is in Brooklyn.
So, next year?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's funny, too, because apparently he's already hot at some other guy who was doing what the previous guy did. He's, like, selling his stuff without his consent. So he's already pissed off at someone before he got out. So, I mean, this could be literally a 6-month affair. Who knows?
Just walks out one day, walks back in the next.
Walks out, 3 hours later, there's a buzz at the gate. It's him. I fucked up again.
OJ, you a changed man? Oh, yeah, this was completely different this time.
He stole my milk money.
He did my Wookiee.
Yeah. Let's see here. A little bit of bad news. Hugh Hefner recently passed away.
Yes, the man who's responsible for all of us jacking off while we're kids.
I'll be honest, I never saw a single Playboy until I was about 18. Because why would you buy it if the internet's free?
And you're still a kid when you're 18.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, yeah.
Your maturity level? Yeah, you're a kid at 18.
Fuck my maturity level. I'm still a kid now.
I know, that's my point.
So are you.
I know.
Okay.
I never said anything about me.
Tag struggle. Anyways, point is,
Tag struggle 3.
Tag struggle 3. He is the sole reason for millions of boners around the world.
You know you're gay?
Because the dude gave you a boner. But yeah, I mean, I heard they recently took out the nudity from Playboy. That just sounds dumb.
Yeah, that's why he was like, "Gabe, you're dead to me."
And I'm dead to all of you.
Yeah.
But a guy who has the kind of mogul empire, I mean, good for him. Get to hang around in your pajamas all day, and I mean, how many times was he married? 7 or 8, and you know they're there for the money, so you can pretty much do whatever you want. That dude had it figured out.
Man, I think he had more bunnies than Walmart sells them at during the during Easter.
That's a lot of bunnies.
There's a lot of bunnies. And he also probably owned more chocolate ones, too.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, that makes sense. Before we jump into that wrestling, did you see that little video from Full Contact Contender, which is a fighting promotion in the States?
Yes, where we saw a Walls of Jericho and an MMA fight.
And that actually tapped the guy out.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I would have tapped out. He had that guy bent like damn near in half.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive. The fighter who performed the Walls of Jericho's name, I don't know if he's Mexican or not, but I assume if he's Mexican, it'd be Hono Mears. I hope it's Mexican. It's Jonno.
Probably Yono or Hono.
Yono! Oh no.
Yo no. Yo no. Yo no.
So, I mean, it was actually impressive how quickly he kind of like had the guy there, and you could see him starting to go for it, and then just boom, right into it.
And he gave the thumbs up too. He knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's cocky, and I appreciate.
Did you hear the commentating? Because they actually commentated it, saying the Walls of Jericho, Boston Crab.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
hear
it was actually quite funny.
that is really
So,
good.
by the way, for all MMA fans saying wrestling's fake, it just ended one of your precious little MMA fights. So fuck off.
Yeah. And in conclusion, eat me.
Yeah, and still, people still get out of the Hell's Gate, which is the arm triangle in wrestling, so we're tougher. Just saying. We know the reversals.
I'd say we're tougher just based on the amount of times we do it. Not just sexually either.
Braun Strowman, at No Mercy, got out of a Kimura lock by Brock Lesnar, a former UFC heavyweight champion. So just saying.
Yeah, but I think
MMA fights can't finish wrestling matches, but wrestling moves can finish MMA fights. Owned.
You know what I would love to see?
Hashtag Connor, give me your belt.
That was really rapey.
Yeah.
Like, really rapey.
I know.
I approve of that message.
Right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Tag Struggle 3 approves of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'd love to see in an MMA fight? Just a straight up super kick. Not like a forward kick,
Whoa.
but like straight up, like, slap the leg at the same time, just straight
Just
up.
sweet chin music.
The sweet chin music.
Or
And a
sweet
guy-
shin music.
I mean, if you want to snap his leg, you could.
What about a Bronco Buster?
I don't know if you could.
'Cause-
I mean, you'd hit the cage and probably hurt.
No,
fucking
I'm just
your
saying,
knees.
some MMA fights are in a ring, too.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
Take
go with
Pride, for an example. It was in a
Jack?
ring. No. This one had a hair. Yeah, because they had a boss, so there's a hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
You see, Jack Pride has no hair, so it's funny.
Yeah.
Shaved his bald ass.
How do you know his ass is bald? Did you shave that too?
Probably.
Ew.
I mean, if you see him in tights, I mean, he doesn't look like he has like a zoo back there.
That is true, I guess. Yeah.
And he's a Leafs fan, so he's trying to look good, but when it comes to the actual act, he falls short when it comes to the championship. Boom. Nailed it.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is he hasn't had a title since 1967.
Oh, a while. Huh.
Yeah, it's been a while, and there probably will be for fans of Jack Pride / Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. Where should we start with wrestling? There's several things.
did you hear that
Probably.
there is a Vince McMahon biopicture in play?
I did hear that. And did you hear who they're rumored to want to
I
have?
did. Please share.
Mr. Bradley Cooper,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy, might, assuming he okays it and agrees to it, play Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
And speaking of Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Colt Cabana wasn't too happy with his promo with Kevin Owens when Owens headbutted him and talking about the lawsuit. He said that hit a little close to home.
Yeah.
Because,
Well-
remember, Colt Cabana and CM Punk are the ones getting sued, not filing the lawsuit.
Yeah, because they're getting sued
And Colt-
by Dr. Chris Aman, I think. Which I get why CM Punk is getting sued, because what he said.
Well, it was
I
on
don't-
Cabana's podcast.
Yeah,
So
that's the one thing. It's like,
it's a platform.
yeah, but what? I don't know why. I mean, I know he just wants to, Howie.
Well, think about this. There's an apprentice, or not an apprentice, but an accomplice.
Yeah, I guess.
So,
but still, I mean, like, I'd like to think you listen to that podcast, and I'm sure most of us have, that Cabana, although it was on his podcast, pretty much stayed out of it and just let Punk rant.
yeah, but at the same time, it was pretty apparent that Punk only did it on Cabana's podcast because they were friends.
Yeah. I don't know.
So,
I think this doctor guy, I mean, yes, he can sue Punk, fine, whatever, but I think he's getting a little egotistical.
well,
suing
it's
Cabana.
probably not just the doctor. I would assume this is also probably WWE.
Could be.
I mean, they're very malicious when they want to be.
Yes, they can be. That is true.
So, Cabana has said already on a podcast, whether I don't remember if it was his own or somebody else's, but I don't know, this lawsuit has cost him a lot of money.
It was not his. I can't remember who it was, but it was not his. But yes, I did hear that.
I wonder if that's why he's so damn active right now. He's just trying to keep those bills paid.
Well, yeah. I think it might be partially keep bills paid, partially keep money flowing in so he can keep doing pro wrestling tees. You imagine if WWE got their hands on that? Yeah, that would suck.
And speaking of pro wrestling tees, there's a new one out that will now make its way out probably to the Hot Topic stores.
Which one's that?
The new Young Bucks shirt.
Oh, the cease and desist one.
Yeah.
Because they have been ceased and desisted from using the Too Sweet logo / thing.
So
So
basically,
they can't use Suck It, they can't use Too Sweet. Damn.
basically the shirt is the Young Bucks doing the Too Sweet hand thing, but over the hand gesture, there's a censored bar.
Yes.
And then it says cease and desist to SW with a couple of
Like ampersand, dollar symbol, stuff like that.
within the T. So even they didn't even actually spell out Too Sweet. So it was very hilariously
I think they should
creative.
Yes. Oh, I think they're geniuses for that. I think they could.
They're gonna make money off a cease and desist letter. Only the Young Bucks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Only
They're
the Young.
geniuses. I think they should do what Tag Struggle 3 does, or at least what I do, and you put up your index and middle finger, and then the rest of your fingers come together to form the rest of the Too Sweet. It's different, but you can still do it. Just throwing that out there, and literally number 2,
Now
it's doable.
I betcha. Well, no, because I was also thinking about their being the Elite show. They got to change a lot of their stuff on there. Because at the end, it's like, please Too Sweet this button or
Yep. And
this
actually,
video.
they just had an episode released, I think, yesterday or today,
Yeah.
and that wasn't in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they still have the crotch chop in the end of the video, but they don't say it anymore.
Yeah. No, I don't think they were giving a cease and desist off the crotch chop, just the Suck It.
Ah, that makes sense.
So,
But yeah, it's. Did you actually watch that most recent episode of?
not yet. I saw the one where they did the invasion of right before Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the new one yet. So I was going to watch that later.
And actually, I listened to what is that? Dave Meltzer's, I guess, his podcast radio show, and he was saying that even if WWE wanted them, like if they wanted to try and get them to do this,
There's another place that could sue WWE because apparently they started the Too Sweet.
Yeah, and it's not even that. It's that if they want to stop people from doing it, or whatever the case is. He was saying something about they've been doing it, the Young Bucks and Bullet Club been doing it for so long. There actually technically is a way around it.
Yeah.
But it's all about, do they want to fight it in court? Because WWE, they could stretch this out over years.
Again, they can be malicious if they want
Absolutely.
to.
And it'd probably be a lot easier just to say screw it. And
Well, the funny thing is there is a lot of people inside the NWO and DX, and even in the clique in general, who have approved the Young Bucks and the Bullet Club to the point where, this might not even go WWE's favor anyway. So
no, actually, I think honestly, if anything, this just gives the Bullet Club and the Young Bucks more ammunition and more of like a push.
I still think this is a giant angle that everyone's playing, the fans, where WWE is going to just show, yeah, we're going to say we're anti-you, and then,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still putting out the feelers that we'll see the Bullet Club at some point in WWE trying to take out guys.
Well, so you're talking like kind of like a la Undisputed Era and NXT kind of thing, but in WWE itself?
Yeah, because I do assume that, like, I do have that line where NXT is a different show than the main roster. Like, the main roster will acknowledge NXT and, you know, like, advertise it, but the angles won't spoil over.
Yeah.
Unless they're brought over. So,
what about this? Just hypothetically. And I'm just using because I can think of it's happening right now. A Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt at Mania. Like, maybe they stop now, come back to it. Bray Wyatt has a bunch of those sheep people, the sheeple, whatever they calls them, come to the ring with him. And they all unmask, and it's the entire Bullet Club behind him, and they all jump him.
Does it have to be Bray Wyatt, though?
No, I'm using him because the whole sheeple thing. That's it. I'm sure it can be used for anybody.
Yeah. I don't know. I would definitely, I would probably say that if it was something else, like if it was done, I would assume it would be a different way and not have anything to do with a tied together. Or if anything, it would be Finn Balor himself bringing in the guys because he's the one who created it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It would be very interesting. But then again, he's also the same guy who says, you know, don't expect a Bullet Club reunion.
Not a Bullet Club, because New Japan owns that. Expect a Balor Club.
No, but the question was worded where he was asked if he was going to see a Bullet Club reunion based on the guys that have signed with WWE. In regards to AJ, Gallows, Anderson, and then...
I remember, what was it? Right when AJ Gallows...
To him, that is the Bullet Club, because those were... Well, I mean, not really AJ, because he was not really in there with AJ. AJ kind of took Finn Balor's spot.
Yeah, I think, honestly, Kenny and... basically the Elite.
The Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I think the Elite are really the only ones that...
Yeah, because Cody and Marty joined well after.
Yeah, and same with Adam Cole joined after, and...
Bebe.
Yeah, Bebe. So, yeah, I think if the Elite came in WWE, that would pretty much be the remaining Bullet Club members that he'd actually do something with.
Yeah.
I'd say. But then again, I don't know. Who the hell am I?
Right.
So, this past week on SmackDown.
I was cut off.
Okay, well then go ahead. We're not going to the heat. You're going to reverse it. Keep going to shine.
Yeah. We're baby faces now. We need our shine, baby.
Okay.
No, because I was just saying now that since we're talking about, you know, hot angles that happen outside WWE, it was reported that now that Jeff Hardy, who's sidelined 4 to 6 months with a torn rotator cuff, that Matt Hardy has approached WWE with creative ideas for him not using Jeff Hardy.
Broken. Broke did.
Possibility.
Awake broke.
See, I wouldn't
Broawaken.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Matt Hardy becomes awoken before they can actually use broken.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Only because nobody has, like, they can copyright the awoken Matt Hardy.
That's true.
And then until they, you know, get the rights, then they can awake Matt, and then they can break him.
Instead of shake and bake, it's the awake and break.
Awake and break.
Awake and break. I like it.
But yeah. So anyway, on SmackDown.
The whole Kevin Owens destroying Sami Zayn again. Yeah. Good match, but you wonder, do you think Sami Zayn's ever going to get a break ever?
Well, depending on how hard Kevin Owens beat him up, he might break something.
He might be
broken.
He might be breaking. But, so if that happened, then Shane McMahon comes out.
Well, did you hear the rumor that Kevin Owens might be going back to Monday Night Raw after the Hell in a Cell match?
Interesting. Huh.
You know what I'd actually do? After Hell in a Cell, right before Survivor Series, have these shows start making some trades.
Yeah.
And I think some really good ones. I would still trade Finn Balor for Kevin Owens. And then I would trade The Bar for Luke Harper, Eric Rowan.
So you think Finn Balor to SmackDown with The Bar, that'll help their division. And then Harper and Rowan can reunite with Bray Wyatt, and Kevin Owens can do whatever. Yeah.
And then maybe I'd even think of maybe possibly bringing AJ over with another big name.
Yeah.
And I'd almost put a guy like Braun Strowman going the other way. Or possibly one of the Shield guys.
Would you break up a tag team, though?
I would probably do Seth Rollins, and then I would all have Seth Rollins and drop the tag titles to the Revival when they're back.
Yeah, that'd be alright. I don't know. I think I'd keep Braun where he is right now. I think there's stuff that they can still do with him.
The thing is, I just don't understand. Like, I don't see what he can do now, where it's not okay. Well, we just did that. So at least this way you can fresh. If he's not going to be slated against a Roman Reigns or
what about an AJ Styles?
I was thinking like possibly like if he's a babyface, like him and Corbin could do some stuff.
Yeah.
Randy Orton is always there.
Yeah, that's true. By the way, great podcast with him on Edge and Christian.
Really good.
Really good. A little bit of all right.
Viperific.
I don't know if anyone's ever used that.
No, they haven't. I just made that up on the spot.
Fair enough.
Or maybe it's Vipe Perfect. Could be a stretch.
A little stretch. A little stretch of the butthole.
Would it be a Vipe? No, I'm not even going to say that one.
Yeah.
After.
But anyways, back to my original point that Shane McMahon comes out after this whole beating of Sami Zayn. KO drops a motherfucker on TV.
Yeah.
It was bleeped out, but I like it. You can tell, even though he's, WWE PG era, he still, every once in a while, gets a little too into it and reverts back to his indie days. I loved it.
I also think because we see Roman Reigns get off the punk-ass bitch or Brock Lesnar with the odd shit.
Yeah.
As long as they bleep it out, I don't see the big deal of why they can't use this as long as it's done
Tastefully?
not really tastefully, but properly.
And not all the time.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, you gotta start bringing back aggression, the realism, if you want these storylines to go and to meet the expectation of taken seriously.
Bring back toothless aggression? No?
And this is coming back. I mean, Edge and Christian has said this before, and I kind of agree with them. Was ruthless aggression even an era? Or was it just
It was a thing that was given to Cena that was kind of, he didn't use it, it was dropped.
Yeah.
But they kind of just named it that because McMahon said it several times in that time period.
Yeah.
That's pretty much why it was called that.
No. And then toothless aggression was, I mean, I think we can all make the assumption why there is that. I do own that
Murder.
t-shirt, by the way.
Yeah. Let's see.
I should wear it at Retribution.
You should wear it at Retribution.
It'd be really funny.
Especially because you're missing part of one of your teeth.
Exactly, right? My wife is
did you hear
in
that a guy-
poor shape.
Yeah, sure. The guy hopped a barrier at NXT Live event. Kyle O'Reilly kicked him right in his mush.
Yep.
You know what? That's
Good
what
form.
happens.
Yep.
That's what happens.
Don't. Hey man, go back to Monday Night Raw in Edmonton all the years back during a Eddie Guerrero Rob Van Dam ladder match for the Intercontinental title, and drunk Oiler fan wearing a Bill Guerin jersey decides it'd be funny to
Get in there.
jump in the ring and push the ladder while Eddie Guerrero's on it. He jumps off, punches him right in the mouth, kicks him right in the face. RVD looked as stoned as he can. But guess what? That's what you get.
Yeah.
When
There's a barrier for a reason.
Yeah. It's an entertainment show there for you guys. You can be part of the show by your chants, your signs, your expression and freedom of speech. But
You can
do not actually get involved because it's not about you.
Yeah, you can take a knee, just don't get in the ring.
Well, you get in the ring, you will take a knee.
You'll end up on your damn back.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, there's been many cases of this over the years. Of
Well, we go to other sports like football, and the football player will just own it. Yeah, you see, same thing in hockey. I mean,
I haven't seen a good hockey streak in a long
I saw
time.
one at the outdoor game in 2002 with Montreal and Edmonton.
That would have been funny.
But it was during the alumni game, not the actual game itself.
Did Esa Tikkanen fuck the guy up?
No, he, because there's a rink and then there's like outside.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah, and so he got onto that, ended up slipping, falling. It was pretty funny. He was buck naked, too, and it was...
Well, I don't understand why you want to do that.
Yeah, it was like minus 42.
Because, I mean, if you keep your clothes on and you manage to get away from security, you can have a chance of hiding. If you're butt fucking naked, you're going to get found.
Yeah.
Plus, it's going to be cold as fuck.
Yeah, and Morningwood would not help you out at all there.
I don't think you can get it if it's that cold.
Well...
I'm just saying. But, I don't know. Point is, stay out of the ring. Stay out and be a fan.
Talk about an
Or get proper training.
all-out freezer burn.
Ooh, that would hurt. Yeah. Fatal 4-way for the NXT Women's title at NXT TakeOver Houston, which I would assume is Survivor Series?
Yeah.
So, Kairi Sane is already in for
Yeah.
her winning the Women's Classic, Mae Young Classic.
I believe Ember Moon's in.
See, I don't know who else. I was going to say, who do you think? I mean, I would assume Ember Moon, and then would you go both Billie Kay and Peyton Royce, or would you go one of them plus someone else?
See, if it was up to me, I wouldn't even put Kairi Sane in. I would actually have her challenge the winner of that match at the next takeover.
That'd be like no women's champion until January, though.
No. I would have the women's match, but I would not have Kairi Sane in it.
Oh, so she challenges whoever becomes the new champion.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That way it doesn't... Because my 4-way that I would put in there... Actually, and I would even do a 6-way and give more women a chance in this. And I would have Ember Moon. I would have Ruby Riott. I would have both Peyton Royce and Billie Kay. I'd have Nikki Cross. And then I'd put in Liv Morgan as well.
Okay. Because I have a feeling that we're going to see... one of Billie Kay or Peyton Royce, and then either Nikki Cross or Liv Morgan. Mm-hmm. So out of those 6 that we've mentioned,
I would say
4 are gonna be in.
I would say Liv Morgan probably. I've been seeing a little bit more of her on NXT.
That's a little bit of all right.
Not too shabby, and she's not with Enzo anymore, so
Smart.
Yeah.
One of the smartest things she could ever do.
it's regalicious.
Probably because he kept cheating on her because he's a whore.
Or maybe she thinks he's fucking annoying too.
Yeah, I can't imagine having that like twitch and writhe on top of you.
But he did cheat on her. She pretty much already said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the sauce, and so do some other ladies. How you doing?
Sorry, I just peeked in my mouth a bit. Yeah.
They have his cup of haters.
Yeah. Moving on!
But yeah, I would assume Peyton Royce would get a spot over Billie Kay.
Yeah, I think Peyton Royce is a little more technically savvy than Billie Kay.
Although I do like Billie Kay's theme better.
Yes, I agree to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like Peyton Royce better.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a little bit of alright. Just a little bit.
I mean, she can work with my PR.
Sure. Your penis reduction?
No, the Parrish's rod.
Ah! Yeah, that's way better than penis reduction.
It's a rod of Parrish. Suck it, man.
You want a dude to suck your rod?
Well, I'm married, so...
Oh. Moving on! Robbie E.
No, in Edmonton they just shoot people. They don't suck dick.
Shoot people?
Well, stab people, shoot people.
They're very different things.
Well, you're shooting someone in with a knife.
No, you didn't have there was no knife gun.
No, there's a knife. You just shoot them with a knife.
You're shooting on them. Point is, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Robbie E. leads Impact. Apparently it was an amicable split. Question is, do we care?
No. And if you've attended any Lethbridge show in the last couple years, Preferably, I think it was last year, the October one, where he was scheduled to work with Pure Power Wrestling and then bailed out.
Because he knew he was fighting you.
Well, and yes, I was deemed the unlucky one to face Robbie E.
I think the reason he did all that and had a big freak out is because he knew he was going to lose to you.
Oh, I was going to...
I don't even know if he made the PWI 500. You have the last 5 years. I don't know if he did.
5 time.
You're on the PWI 5 times?
5 time.
Damn. Yeah, so basically...
It's like half a decade.
Basically, fuck that guy. He can stay in New Jersey. He can stay back in Jersey.
Yeah, have fun with Taylor Hall, you fucking homo.
Yeah.
I honestly don't like him.
Taylor Hall or...
Well, both.
Oh, okay.
Taylor Hall's an awkward motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
We know that because we met him.
Yes.
He was awkward.
I think that's just because he
was mad because it was the day after he scored on his own net.
And you reminded him of that. That was really funny. That was really funny. I enjoyed that.
Well, you said that you're like, thanks for all the goals on on my fantasy team, and I'm like, he was on your bench, but I guess he did get a goal last night.
Yeah, that's the best part is that he was probably not.
It was an OG.
But the fact that he actually did get a lot of points for me,
and he was on your bench.
He was on my bench because I forgot to move him, which was fine because. Plus minus came into factor in that league, and I saved myself quite a few on that one.
Yeah, and he scored on his own net.
Yeah. Speaking of which is
a
fantasy league for hockey. It's not going to go well this year.
By the way,
I'm already predicting at 12. I'm going to finish 11th.
I just actually did one on Yahoo.
Yeah.
And I got the number 1 pick.
And you picked Leon Draisaitl.
I picked Connor McDavid.
Who's that?
I don't know, some new guy.
Some new guy.
But what sucks is I forgot that, I don't pick for another 27 picks.
Yeah. If you're first, then you end up being last. The next one, it sucks.
But, so anyway, the league I have, I don't know if it's any different. First-time fantasy hockey guy. 2 centers, 2 left wings, 2 right wings, 4D, 2 goalies, and then 4 people on my bench. That's how this one went.
Generally, you do that, but you can change those, and you can. I've had one where it's like you have like basically a full roster.
Yeah,
and you're picking people who barely play.
Basically, what this was, I had basically 2 rosters and then 4 bench.
Yeah.
So it was basically So anyway, my goalies weren't too shabby. I ended up getting Cam Talbot with my second pick.
Nice.
I'm trying to remember who. Oh yeah, then I got Scott Darling, who's going to be the starter for Carolina. So I like that one.
Actually, Carolina's not looking that bad.
And that was a good. It was my second last pick. I got him too, so it was not a bad pick.
Yeah.
My centers: Connor McDavid, Jonathan Toews.
Nice.
And
how late did he go?
I got him like 5th round.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Brendan Saad.
Nice.
Yeah, mini Seth Rollins. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember. My defense isn't that strong, even though I did get Drew Doughty.
Nice.
I got a lot of. I think I got like a Jake Gardner. Jacob Trouba. And one of the dudes off the Wild. I'm not too sure. I think
Dumba?
It was either Dumba or Spurgeon. I don't remember.
Okay.
And then ended up getting Nick Holden last pick. So
nice.
Why not? Got to get my OB partner in there.
I know for mine, it started off. I always do. I pick the highest player possible, which got me the most points. And I was 7th overall. I managed to get Patrick Kane. And then second thing I always do, always pick a goalie next. You always want a good goalie. And
you want a goalie that plays a lot.
Yeah.
Because then he has the most chance to get wins, get shutouts, and all that stuff.
So I went back-to-back picking up goalies.
That's why I was happy with my Talbot pick, because if it was anything like last year, cha-ching.
Yeah. But so I went back-to-back picking up goalies, and I managed to get Pekka Rinne and Corey Crawford. So I'm okay with that.
I'm actually going to try to pull up my team right now.
I also got Keith, Saad, Sharp. My team is half Chicago, so if they have a bad game, I'm not going to do so well. But all the guys I kept trying to go for in different teams kept getting picked, 1 or 2 before mine, and then a Chicago player would pop up.
Oh, it was actually Jared Spurgeon was my other D. So my centers are Connor McDavid, Jonathan Toews. My left wingers are Brandon Saad and Jeff Skinner.
Yes.
I had to. My right wing was Phil the Thrill Kessel.
Nice.
Because who needs two nuts to play hockey?
Not him.
And then Kyle Okposo. And I got Matt Duchene on my bench, and I think that was a steal.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'll actually tell you the round by round. But then my goalies are goalies are Cam Talbot and then Scott Darling. My defensemen are Drew Doughty, Jake Gardner, Jacob Trouba, Jared Spurgeon. And then my bench ended up being Patrick Maroon, Bo Horvat, Matt Duchene, Nick Holden.
Not bad.
Not bad for the first one I did. So by round selections, and you've done these more, so my first round, number 1, I got Connor McDavid. Round 2, last pick, I took Cam Talbot, so in theory I took a goalie.
Yeah.
Next pick, I took Phil the Thrill.
Okay.
Actually, it was only a couple goalies taken. One was Devin Dubnyk, Pecorine, Jake Allen. Those were the 3 goalies taken round 3.
Yeah, that's not bad. I took Pecorine round 3.
And then the 4th round, I had... And this is kind of the nice thing, because when you do draft first, you end up having back-to-back draft picks, so you kind of get to think about 2. So I ended up taking Brandon Saad because I needed a winger, and then I needed a defenseman because, I was playing 4.
Yeah.
So I took Doughty. Corey Crawford was right after that, followed by Quick and then Anderson, so I was thinking maybe I should have picked a goalie then.
Yeah.
So then my next one got all the way down to round 6. That's where I took Jonathan Toews with the last pick of round 6.
That's crazy. He went so low.
Hey, I could have made him a 7th rounder because I had the number 1 pick there, and that's when I took Skinner. And then round 8, I finished off by taking Gardner, and then round 9, I got Scott Darling.
Huh.
So I think that was a steal. Round 10 with the last pick, Jared Spurgeon, followed by round 11, I took Jacob Trouba, so I went D.
You went triple D.
No, that one, yeah. And then round 12, last one I got Pat Maroon, and then Kyle Okposo. So that's round 13. Round 14, I took Bo Horvat to end. Round 15, Matt Duchene.
How did he not get picked before? That's insane.
What a steal.
That's a horrible
And he's
place. Good for you.
Well, the next one was Hurdle. And that was actually a pretty good pick, too, because I was thinking of him as well.
Yeah.
And then round 16, obviously, that was the last one. I picked Nick Holden. But, man, Matt Duchene is just going to be absolutely a steal. I mean, he's in the year where it means the most in his career, I would say, right now.
Yeah.
So
he's going to have to perform hard if he wants to get that trade that he so desperately wants. So, yeah, I think you might have picked up something really good there.
You know what trade I want to make right now?
What's that?
I want to make a trade for my T-shirt.
Which one?
Because I'm wearing a Macho Man. And you know what? I think I can get a better wrestling shirt. So I will gladly go to whatamaneuver.net and pick up myself a OG of the Struggle or a vintage One World Empire.
Wear both of them, one or the other.
Exactly.
Or wear one as a T-shirt, one as a sweater.
Or maybe I can even just fit inside a baby onesie.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I will try. I mean, I'll stretch it.
Stretch the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Yes, you will. What is whatamaneuver.net? All of your tag struggle and One World Empire needs.
Yes. And, if I also wanted to make a trade, I may trade, maybe after I'm done listening to episode 43 of The Sound Struggle, I may trade and that episode for a previous one of The Sounds of Struggle.
Like the first round draft pick? Sounds of Struggle episode 1?
Yeah.
Inauguration
Maybe
station?
all the way up to 42 because I gotta listen to them all.
Absolutely.
And there's only one way you can listen to them all. You download the Edmonton Sport Podcast Network
on Google Play,
Podbean,
iTunes,
or even check it out on YouTube.
On the YouTubes.
And then once you do that, click into the Sounds of Struggle, and there you go. Episodes 1 to 43, baby.
Yes, episodes 1 to 43. They're so good, they'll make you pee. I'm doing it right now.
Sure.
Doing it right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's why it's warm in here.
Yep.
Going to Aspen.
Yeah. I don't know, Lloyd. The French are assholes.
That's real warm. Just let it go, man. Let it go.
The only other thing I had before we end this one, Billy Corgan apparently has bought into NWA. So he is actually talking about wanting to make it like Ring of Honor, New Japan.
Oh, that. I thought you meant the rap group.
They're not even a thing anymore.
I know. That's why I thought maybe he's bringing it back. I don't know.
I wouldn't care if that was that. I don't care about N-words with attitude. I care about National Wrestling Alliances with attitude. So anyways, he apparently is going to bring that back and wants to make a big thing with it. Has big plans over the next 20 years, apparently. I think he pretty much is like done with music, it sounds like. All he does is talk about wrestling now.
Well, I mean, he does love his wrestling. I mean,
He
we
does
are
love his
talking about a guy who, was on the old school episodes of ECW.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, spied on his rage. All he wants is NWA in a cage.
I like it.
Oh.
I like it.
So, I guess, this is coming out on the Thursday, which I believe is
We
the
have
4th? No, the 5th. Yeah, which means that is 2 days before the next Monster Pro Wrestling show on October 7th, live at the Alberta Ave Community Hall. That's 9210 118th Avenue in the Edmonton, Alberta area. And tickets are only $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Tag Struggle is,
Kicking ass, taking names, punching babies in the face.
well, in this case, you're, just, kicking some pussy.
Right in the mouth.
Yeah.
Right in the face.
And the cats meow. That's what
I'm going to make them meow when I punch them in the vagine.
in the tag name as the James Crowder and Nate Nixon.
Chowda! Chowda!
The Stray Cats think they have what it takes to lose very quickly to Tag Struggle.
Apparently, this nasty Nate Nixon, which, by the way, I helped give him that name. I just want to throw that out there. Yeah. I helped name the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm the craziest one here. It's like, no, you just got here.
Well, at first he was bad-mouthing me, and I'm not even in the match. It's going to be you and Shaun Martens defending the titles.
Yeah. He needs some work. I like what he's trying to do, but he needs a lot of work. Point is, he thinks he's crazier than me. Motherfucker, I've set houses on fire. I lost my doctorate because I was doing harvesting organs on people without their knowledge. I'm insane.
And you're engaged!
Stupid AF.
Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, he can say he's crazy. I'm going to hurt him.
Yeah. He still wears prescription glasses.
I need glasses. I don't wear them because I'm crazy.
So, you don't even have any glasses because you can't see your craziness.
Yeah.
Because you have bad vision.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what he can't see?
That.
Also our tag titles, because he will never get them. He will never get them.
You're a bitch. You're a bitch. Go fuck yourself. I'm going to eat your fucking cat.
Yeah. Meow.
Exactly. I will shit on his cat and then eat it. Because I'm insane.
Is that shitty kitty?
Shitty kitty. Exactly. Other than that, we have a little something else coming up.
Shat Cat Revolution.
Exactly. Other than that, we have something else coming up this week, but we will save it for the next podcast to talk about it.
Yeah.
After it already happens. It's a little something.
No, we're going to learn how to read.
We're going to learn how to read.
Yeah, from kids.
From kids.
Yeah.
Kind of like last year, but this year.
But this year we're actually going to try.
Are we?
Well, if
I'm
we're
not.
still learning how to read, obviously we didn't do too well last year.
I just gave up. It's hard.
Yeah.
Learning is fun. Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Miss Hoover, I don't have a red crayon.
I eated it. I like it.
My worm went in the mouth and I ate it. Can I have a new one?
Exactly. So that's about all I got.
That's not all I got.
Tune in next week. We can get back to the basics of booking someone.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe
Women.
Kurt Hawkins.
Oh.
Or women.
Yeah, let's try to book a chick.
Okay. Next week we'll book a chick. Kurt Hawkins. And also, there's something else I want to do. What about next week if we create a theme bar that has a wrestling theme to it and describe which wrestlers would work in it? We can think about marinade for next week.
Well, I already have ideas, but yes, we'll do that. Yeah. Okay, we'll do that. So this will do it for episode 43,
And we're gonna go do it.
And as a you know what? I was actually helping at Mike the Ref do some commentating last week.
Oh, you did that. Nice.
Yeah.
How was that?
A little bit of all right.
I did that.
I carried him very much. Just like the Sounds of Struggle carries the Edmonton Sport Podcast Network.
Well, I mean, we're kind of used to it.
No, right? Every week, by the way.
Every
week for the last 43 weeks. Actually, for the last 50 weeks. I'm going to El Nino this shit.
For the last 7 years, we've been carrying this network.
For the last 900 days. I don't know why I said 900, but it sounded funny.
I don't know.
But yeah, he actually gave me a request, and I forgot it. So,
A request for what? Like this show?
as an advertisement that he wanted me to plug, and then I forgot it since then because I drank a good chunk.
Was it something about stuff?
Oh,
Okay, nice.
the least I know, the more I don't care.
Very good, very good.
No, but I'm sure he'll remind me at Mike the Ref when you're, listening to this to edit or do what you have to do. Fucking just tweet it.
I told you they'd screw. Oh, hey, everybody. It's Senior Engineer Mike the Ref here at Edmonton Sports Podcast Network. I had a feeling that Mr. Parrish would sort of forget what the ads he need to put in here, but never fear. I'm always here. Coming up on the Sounds of Struggle, episode 45, we are going to have a very special announcement about some video that might be available coming up at Retribution. Something that a lot of people have been asking for. We will have details about that coming up in 2 weeks on the Sounds of Struggle. But then the other one that I wanted him to get out was 3 major announcements coming up in November. The first 2 are going to be coming from the Monster Pro Wrestling Retribution show, the Quick Calls coverage following the show with myself, the Wrestling Mind, Brian Hamilton, Andre C., and a special guest that will be coming on. Got a couple big notes and news we're going to be announcing there, as well as our third major announcement, which is going to affect everybody on the network, coming from the Canuck Pro show November 17th from Calgary, Alberta. We have a very big announcement with some very big plans with the network, and you're definitely going to want to check that out. But I'm going to let these guys actually wrap this show up because, heck, they are the flagship show of the network. What can I say here? So make sure you're checking out the Sounds of Struggle, and I will catch you all on the next Quick Call show from the MPW show coming this Saturday here on the Edmonton Sports Podcast Network.
So yeah, that does it for episode 43, the Sounds of Struggle. I am the morning wood inept Chris Parrish.
And I am the formerly doctorate having, trying to get it back, going to DeVry Night School. Great little place. Meniac.
Like Greg DeVry? He was a hockey player. Greg DeVries.
Sure.
Spelled the same way.
Sure.
But yeah. So that does it. We
Are going to go do us.
are 2/3 of the Renegade Memorial Tag Team Champions of Alberta.
Yeah, the best part is about coming this weekend, we get to see Shaun, Big Show Nasty Shaun Martens.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
The headline, a horror.
Sure. I didn't realize he was a whore, but...
Well, you have to be a whore if you're going to be a part of the tag team that's real and spectacular. Tag struggle. 3
bitches.
later.
When your heart's pounding out of your chest, you can feel the thing shaking as you're running out of breath. If you're ready to